Hey, what is up, you guys? My name is Vastcarter, and welcome to kind of an interesting video. We're going to be doing a kind of a Vastcarter makes type of thing. Today we're going to be doing the Titanic. We're going to be making a model of the Titanic, as you saw in the box there. So basically, this is going to be like a voiceover thing. So I'm filming the audio secondhand. It's the first video I've ever done that, so we're going to be kind of just narrating what I'm doing as I go because I needed to concentrate, and this was the only way it made sense. So, pardon me if some of the parts sound a little sick. I'm not doing the whole thing all at once, all the voiceovers all at once, but yeah. So, yeah, we're gonna be doing the Titanic. This is a 1/700, I believe. Oh yeah, a 1/700 scale of the Titanic. Um, but yeah, so it's gonna be kind of a relaxing journey. So sit back and enjoy. As you can see here, we started painting Titanic's two protruding propeller shafts. These would have come out almost like wings. This is where Titanic's two propellers, powered by her triple expansion steam engines, would be. Titanic had three propellers, two powered by a tried and true triple expansion steam engine, and one in the middle. You can kind of see where that would go, right in front of the rudder, powered by a more newer, more experimental turbine engine. This altogether would have given Titanic a top speed of 23 knots. Now we move on to the first stages of the promenade deck, specifically the aft section of A deck. This would be close to where the Titanic's Café Parisien would have been located, specifically just off the aft grand staircase. Titanic at the time of her sinking was the only ship of her class to have a Café Parisien. It was later installed on Olympic, but not on her third sister Britannic. We moved on to the top decking on top of the boat deck. Jesus, that's a tongue twister. Surprised I was able to get that one out. At this point, I started to get incredibly drained, but I kind of had the motivation of having this video done, kind of keeping me going. On this roofing would be the forward grand staircase dome, with the grand staircase right below it. I'm sure anyone watching is familiar with it. I would hope so. This roofing also covers the bridge. Unfortunately, I didn't have any gray paint. Kind of forgot that. Didn't really think of anything of it, though. And the top of the bridge on Titanic would have been gray. As well as the grand staircase dome would have been white on the outside. So kind of like the casing would have been white. It's lifeboat time, baby. As everyone knows the story, Titanic set sail with too few lifeboats for everyone on board. But what isn't as well known, or at least if you're not a boat person, is why. Titanic left Cherbourg, France to New York with only 20 lifeboats, 16 clinker-built boats, and 4 collapsible boats. This was actually 4 more than was required by law at the time, which was... it was a different time, let's just say. The reason at the time for thinking that this was okay was that lifeboats were primarily used, or thought to be primarily used, to ferry passengers from one ship to another in case of an emergency. The thinking was that there would always be another ship nearby if help was needed. This came to a head when the Titanic went down, and the closest ship that was willing to help was 3.5 or so hours away. Holy shit, oh my god, fuck this part. This is where I installed the Titanic's cowl ventilators. I'm not 100% sure how many of these Titanic had, but on a website for a model I found of how to make the Titanic, it said 25. So I'm gonna go with that. Feel free to correct me in the comments. Like, I need to give you permission to do that. You're gonna tear me apart anyway. These little shits were a royal pain in my ass to attach, and was, in my opinion, the most infuriating part of this kit. Now to my favorite part of the build. Putting on the funnels was like a hallelujah moment for me. It was a real triumph. I finally felt like I was getting somewhere real. But as for facts, as literally everyone knows who has more than 2 brain cells, the Titanic had 4 funnels. I know, shocking, right? We're really breaking new groundworks of knowledge here. What you may not have known, but you probably did, was that the Olympic class's 4th funnel, the one in the very aft, was a dummy funnel. This was for multiple reasons. Mainly to look more elegant. Like, look at those 4 funnels. Has to be, that's super elegant looking. You know, we associate that. This was also done to help compete with the other 4 funneled ships. Like Cunard put them out, like Lusitania and Mauretania. They all came out 4 funnels. And to a lesser extent, the Germans with the Kaiser class of ships. We're almost done, ladies and gentlemen, and this is about 3 hours in the making. And we have attached the decks to the hull of the ship, and we're about to add some of the finishing touches, like the bridge. Well, we can't have this hell end without just a little more suffering. Now it's time to add the roofing for the port and starboard side bridge wings. In my opinion, this is one of the most distinguishing parts of the Olympic class. At least their bridge. And it was here that the last known sighting of Captain E.J. Smith and Thomas Andrews, one of the lead designers of the Olympic class, occurred, both reportedly seen jumping from the bridge into the water. And with that, the model is done for the most part. Later on, I'm probably going to do some modifications to it in the long run, but that's essentially it. I hope you enjoyed this type of video. I sure did. It was actually a really big blast to build this. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And I'm planning on doing another video like this. I got another model ready to go. That's I just got to put together and record. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, punch that like button in the nose and subscribe if you're feeling up to it. And share the video if you're feeling awesome. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.